Hello beautiful people, welcome to the channel. Reverend Debbie here, hope you're doing well. Today's video, the relationship minefield after 50. What a minefield it is. So I wasn't going to bother with even engaging or thinking about a new relationship. I was just, that's it, stay single, I'll be that crazy cat lady. And you know what? Anybody who says that to me, that you're single, you know, crazy cat lady, I am, and happy with that. But sometimes you think, well, maybe it would be nice to have a companion in life, somebody who I could go to places with, go to concerts with, maybe go for dinner with, perhaps on a platonic level, maybe having intercourse every now and again, but not live with them, not have a full-time sort of relationship with them, but on a monogamous level. And so I thought, okay, let's go back into the dating pool again. Let's see what this is all about and how we do this in this day and age. And boy oh boy, what a cesspool it is out there. If you're into one-night stands and hookups, great. I'm past that now. I've done that, been there, and I don't want to do that again. I have more respect for myself now, more respect for who I am, and more respect for my beliefs, my body, my life, my time. So I'm going to talk about some red flags that you may want to be aware of if you are going down this dating pool route through whatever methods you go through, whether it's internet, dating sites, there's loads of them out there, or you meet somebody in the street, or you meet somebody at a restaurant or a coffee shop, etc. But these are all red flags that you may want to be aware of. Before I get into the video though, if you enjoy it, please click the like button and please subscribe to the channel. I'd just like to say that there are quite a lot of people who do come back to watch the videos, and I really appreciate that, but you're not subscribed to the channel, and it would really help me if you were subscribed to the channel. It would help boost the ratings, put me up into the algorithms a little bit higher so more people see my content, and it also lets me know that you enjoy the content that I'm putting out. So, some red flags to look for. They message you on and off with no regularity. Not asking how you are or what you're doing, but they just expect you to fall in line with them and what they're talking about. And I thought about this. Is it a residual sort of thing from their previous relationship that they didn't always say hello, how are you to their friend or partner, or, you know. But no, it seems to be a thing, what I've picked up on. And they will just text you out of the blue with no sort of warning and just say, oh, this is going on, that's going on. And then they want to talk about sex. Big red flag, guys. We know what, and I'm talking about women here from a dating perspective of women, not from men. I cannot speak for men because I'm not a man. So if you are a man and you want to put some comments below, because maybe the same thing happens your way, I don't know, but I'd really be interested in that, and we can have a discussion on that in the future. But a lot of men enjoy porn and like to, you know, satisfy themselves, for want of a better term. And that's okay, because women do too. But women are not your fodder for your satisfying yourself. There are porn sites for that, and it's free on the internet. Women don't want to be objectified. We don't want to be sexualized. We want to be treated as a person, not as an object. So if you start to see this and they want you to fall in line with them, that's a red flag. Just keep that in mind. All of these red flags are things to keep in mind if you see them. Perhaps they're not interested in your likes and dislikes. Perhaps they just poo-poo it. When you say, oh, I like this movie. Oh, yeah. Can we talk about this? Can we talk about that? Well, I don't know about a lot of you in modern dating and younger people, and I'd love to know what you experience. But again, I want to know what their likes are. and I want them to know what my likes are and dislikes. I want to get to know them. But again, red flag. If they're not interested in what your likes and dislikes are, they're not that interested in you. They're interested in maybe one or two things. Another red flag, sexting. Oh, I hate sexting. I'm pretty sure many of you out there have, many women out there have received unsolicited dick pics and various other pictures. And let me tell you, penises are not attractive. They really aren't, especially when they are flaccid and sweaty and we can see your underpants with stains on. We don't like that. We don't like that. I don't think there's anything wrong with sending it with consent, but these are unsolicited. We don't want them. We really don't want them. I mean, come on, guys. Do you really think your members are attractive, that a woman wants to see it? No. Red flag. They give excuses for meeting you. Oh, it's too far, or they come up with some other ridiculous excuse. If a person wants to see... Now, I know with these internet dating sites, people from all over the country can connect with each other. And you can put your sort of radius of how far you want to be with that person or, you know, talk with them and so on. But if that person's not prepared to meet you halfway from where you live to where they live, that's a red flag. They're wanting you to do all of the work. Now, another thing that you need to remember as well is, what if that person wants to come to your place and you've never met them before? I'd say that's a red flag. I would say to you all, rather meet a new person in a public place, not somewhere in the middle of nowhere, and somewhere where there are a lot of people around, because in this day and age, guys, we just don't know. We don't know. We don't know. Comes back to the bear. Women would choose the bear because they don't know how safe they're going to be with that man. Red flag. Or they want to meet you on their terms. Perhaps they are dictating what outfit you must wear, where it has to be that you meet, what you have to do. Anybody who puts terms and conditions around dating like that is controlling, is perhaps narcissistic, definitely toxic. Yes, we all have lists of what we would like, and you know, in a potential partner, and that's all well and good. But you also want to make sure that you're safe and that you are not running into another abusive relationship. Another red flag. Why are they single? What happened? How long have they been single? And what happened? Now, many men will say that their ex was abusive, and mine did. And when I've looked at this afterwards and investigated and done my research, I have seen that many narcissistic men will blame their ex-partners for being the physically abusive one, or mentally abusive one, or verbally abusive one. But what's the common denominator? Them, not their previous partner. So have a think about that when you meet somebody and they say to you, oh, my ex was abusive and this happened and that happened. Were they really? Or was it that person? Was it that person that you've gone to meet for a date? It is a red flag, but it's one that only you can navigate, because perhaps this person is genuine and their partner was abusive. And that's awful. It's awful for anybody to go through, male or female, trans or gay or bi or whatever you identify as. It's awful to go through that situation. But treat it as a red flag. Have it in the back of your mind. Then I have seen some profiles of men who are looking for a partner. And honestly, their profiles suck. Many men want a partner who will cook for them, clean for them, raise the kids for them, contribute to the household for them while they do nothing. We're not doing that anymore, ladies, are we? No, we're not. We're not their mothers. They want a mother. They don't want a partner. They want a mother. And they don't have any regard for what you want. I don't think there's any hard and fast rule when it comes to dating after a marriage or a divorce or some breakdown in relationships, and when you're in your sort of mid-50s and upwards. People have pretty much gotten into their set ways. They want, they eat their food this way, they watch this program, they do this, that, and the next thing. So it's very difficult for us to change our habits and behaviours for other people. And I'm not saying that we should. I'm not saying that they should change their habits to meet you, or you should change your habits to meet them. But what I am saying is that there needs to be some sort of compromise around this. And if that person cannot compromise with you, is it worth going down that road again and walking on eggshells all the time? A good friend actually said to me earlier on today, hello, good friend. She said, do you want to be walking on eggshells with this person, thinking about what you are going to say to them all the time and having to double check your words? No, I don't. If you can't get my sense of humour, if you can't, be understanding that, through text messages, especially text messages, the meaning of the conversation can often be lost in its intonation so things that you say in a joke may be misconstrued to mean something else. So if this person is not willing to make some compromises, is there any point in going further? What about a person who comes to you and wants to be with you and wants to hear about you and wants to know all about you, but is unprepared to tell you about them? That's another red flag. We should be able to share our experiences and discuss our experiences in a way that makes us feel comfortable. But if somebody is not telling me their likes and their dislikes, then I don't know them. And to me, it would seem that they're not ready to commit to some sort of friendship or relationship. Red flags. I do think that as we age as women, that we know what we want. We've had all the from the past, and now we know, you know what? I want my space. I want my own place. I want my cats. I want to be able to do what I want to do. But I'd also like to meet somebody who can accept that and who can meet me, go to a gig, go for coffee, go for a meal, perhaps do the funky chicken. But, we need to look at this from a new set of eyes and a new perspective, because we all know how hard it is and how difficult it is to live with a person of the opposite sex. And I'm not saying that men don't think like this. They may well think like this and think, well, I don't want a woman to move in here. Hey, that's fine. But we need to make sure we set our boundaries and that we consent to certain things and think about what it is you truly want. I hope this helps you. I hope to see you next time. Blessed be.